Good evening, everyone. Vanakkam. Thank you so much for joining with us today. We have the topic as an insight of essay for arguments and issues. We have Prashant with us, so he'll be taking the webinar regarding the an insight of essay for argumental issues. I don't know how this is going to be. Probably I'm also a bit excited. Prashant, are you there with us?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Krishan. You're loud and clear, but there are some background noises. Probably we are not able to hear you clearly.
Now is it okay?
Yes, it's better. So thank you so much, Prashant, for taking up this session.
Yeah.
So at this high time, you can start up the session now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll wait still 2 more minutes and we'll start at 4:10. Is it okay?
Fine.
There's
No.
less participants you're timing.
There are a bit of participants there in
Because
YouTube. Yeah, there are a bit of participants there in YouTube also.
yeah, I didn't share the YouTube link, sir. Whichever you have sent, I didn't share it. Just give me a few moments because some people want to join.
Okay. Okay.
Give me a moment. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Yes, we'll start the session. Am I audible, sir? Hello. Sorry, guys. Yes, we'll start the session. Am I audible, sir? Hello. Yes. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining with me. So, we'll discuss today about the insights for issue and argument. So, while starting the session, please understand that this is not the general essay I'm discussing. Okay. So, I need to mention over here like GRE. Okay. Like it is for the graduate record examination. Okay. If the viewers, if you are not understanding what am I talking regarding this GRE, I would just give you an insight for it. Okay. So this is the GRE analytical writing. Okay. Generally it is called as AWA. Okay. Not AWA, but it is analytical writing assessment. So this is the introduction where GRE will go through two of the sections like issue as well as argument. So why are this writing given to us? So to know exactly what a student can generally develop his or her own views. Okay, in one of the section we will see the views of the student or views of particular person, and the second is essay or the argument, I can say, it deals with about weaknesses, okay, strengthening, weakening kind of thing. So now here, as you can see, the writing skills are tested, critical thinking skills can be evaluated, analytical reasoning skills, and ability to understand and formulate an argument. So argument and issue. Can anyone help of taking a time and giving me what is an issue and what is an argument? You can go on typing in the chat box. Meanwhile, I'll see this. What is an issue and what is an argument? So generally in the GRE is written for graduate record examination. Under that, the first section will be finding out the essay types. The issue essay, which will develop an argument, and argument essay will critique an argument. It is not like that will develop and criticize, but generally issue will be given a problem like, okay. So they're asking to brief the quotation on the issue with instructions on how to respond. Instruction will be given as per the instruction what they are expecting to do. We need to give up our own perspective. We need to give our own point of view. And the argument essay, which deals with the author's perspective, author only will give you what he's telling about, what his perspective. According to that, you need to analyze, form out and formulate yourself what are the evidences and what are claims. Here comes a very big deal, guys. What is his claim and what is an evidence? Okay, what is his claim and what is an evidence? So for that, I'll take one more session if possible later on. For now, we'll see as per what we know. Okay, I don't want to confuse anymore. Now, generally, these are the scorings which are given 0 for unscorable essay. We know that if we are deviating totally out of the topic, if we are not writing any relevant, we are given the as 0. And one, fundamentally, it is like mistakes in grammar, word usage, even no coherency. Coherency is one of the thing you need to understand. See, you'll have generally in the normal essay 5 to 6 paragraphs. The first will be done with your introduction. Then second, you will go with some examples. Third, even one of the reason. Fourth, even one of the reason. Our fifth or sixth will be your conclusion. So these reasons can be your supportive examples, your disagreement examples, or agreement examples. So if you are not giving a flow or a proper way of interactive essay, it looks like something we are talking about one thing for a few moment and one thing for other moment. So it shouldn't look to the GRE evaluator. And mind you guys, GRE evaluation will be done both by the computer. That means the editing part as well as you can say it as a e-grading part, like e-grader, which will be done by the machine or the computer utilizing some technology. So this mainly will identify your grammar and your spelling mistakes and the structure and formation of the sentences. Whereas your human grader or a human will generally analyze your issue and give the marks. So depending upon the human and the machine, both should match. If they are not matching, the third party will come. Otherwise, both average will be done. Maximum, the thing is that the human score will definitely match the e-grader score. Okay, he will try to match it maximum. So we can say unsuccessful in presenting, communication ideas are not proper and your organization is not proper, then definitely you would fall out, you'll get a penalty of the mark. And 3 will be your limited essay. You're not coming out of your bounds and explaining only one particular point everywhere and supporting only one issue. It doesn't make sense. And adequate essay, adequate in the sense using luxurious words and stylistic variety, not a regular essay. You're going into a very fair and clear, adequate, organized essay. That means adequate in the sense more than needed. But actually, you can go through for this GRE essay. You have to go through any 2 reasons, 2 examples. It is more than enough. And strong essay will be like one which you are using a solid control of a grammar, well organized and logically or coherently connected, and your opinion should be in line with the essay. And outstanding essay, definitely it is a top score will be the 6. Okay, you are given in from the scale of 0 to 6, like 0 0.5, 1, 1.5 till 6 you are being scored. Okay. Now, what are the steps to do? Generally, after getting the essay, in the first 30 minutes, you need to just think the issue. Okay. Make some points where your scratch paper is being given. Organize your own thoughts. Like organize in the sense what the examples you need to write, where you will give which example. Examples, you trust me, guys, that will definitely make you something like other whatever you think. It doesn't seem like the examples doesn't mean I can explain anything. So they must be like effective examples. Think effectively. Effective examples must be written. Okay, such that they should convince always the evaluator, not for your sake you're writing. Even the same like poster, what we have done in the last class, it should be convincing. Okay, convincing others. Proofreading. What is this proofreading? After you write for the, see, all this 30 minutes should be uh, all these 30 minutes should be divided accordingly, and only 20 minutes you are supposed to write. In my view, 20 to 20 minutes. And writing in the sense, make sure you won't write pen and paper. In some states, I don't know, union territories or some states, it is still paper based. But maximum here in Hyderabad and everywhere, even in Tamil Nadu, everywhere, it is only the computer based test. Okay, that means you're gonna type. It is not the thing like whenever you write in your paper, it's a clear thought. You can like erase or you can do something. But here you won't get anything of your help. Like see, whenever you practice your essays, practice really makes a matter in the analytical writing, because whenever you practice in the notepad or somewhere. Okay, before the examination, I'm talking prior to the examination, you go and practice somewhere in the notepad. So in the notepad, you won't have any grammar pointing out any grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, errors, all these things. But here, you need to understand that whenever you go through an essay in the final examination, you need to type on it. Okay, your only limited thing, like whenever you're not typing word limit, like per minute, if you're not typing 20 to 30 words, that means you're something like below average. You need to definitely type 20 words such that you will complete entire essay of your issue and argument separately. 30 minutes and 30 minutes together will complete 1 hour. That means you need to write at least 600 words from your first section of issue, and 600 or maximum 350 to 600 for your second one. Okay. Yes, this is the issue essay we are going to talk about. So the issue essay, from opinion on given issue, construct an argument making claims and evidence. See, claims in the sense the facts. See, sun rises in the east is a fact, yes or no? So sun rises in the east, and what you can say, uh, like some of the mathematical facts. Okay. Addition, adding or two numbers, definitely if you add the two numbers, it must be greater than the third, or any other the hypothetical statements. Hello? Yes, screen is not visible. Oh, screen is not visible. I am thinking that it is a screen visible. Now, once again, guys. Is this visible? Yes, that's what I'm. Oh, sorry, I didn't on my screen at all. Sorry, sir. I'm seeing it now. Sorry, guys. I'll just re-summarize again. Okay, have some patience. I'll re-summarize again. Sorry for that. Now is it visible, guys? Everyone, sir, is it visible? Surya sir. Sorry guys, I'll go from starting again. Don't worry. So this is the essay we are talking about. This is the issue which is given. You need to write for 30 minutes and argument essay for 30 minutes. Okay. And these are the scores which are given depending upon your writing. That will be given 0, 1, 2. Okay. I've talked to you before, right? What are the main points you need to include? If anything you're not sufficing to the essay, that means you're out. Like a penalty will be given and your marks will be simply they will be ceased. Okay. And even limited essay and adequate essay is not required for us. A perfect or at least minimum score can be done of 5 or 6. Even 4 is a great score. 4 to 6 is a great score. Okay. So you need to write. See, whenever you see for the 6 scoring, it is an insightful, convincing support opinion, critic of argument. That means the ideas are well arranged, well organized one after the other, that is, they are coherent with each other, logically they are connected. And even there may in 6 essay, can you ask me that there are no spelling mistakes and errors? Yes, they may be existing, but minor, very minor, 1 or 2. Okay, they can be neglected. Even if the essay is very convincing, if you find 1 or 2 mistakes, it's nothing. And these are the steps I'm talking about. So first you need to take 2 minutes for your analyzing of the issue. Then like the question, issue in the sense the question which is given, you need to analyze. Then you need to make your scratch. Okay. Then organize what to give your effective examples. 100%. If you are writing these examples, you will get a good score. Definitely you need to put that examples in your score. Find that examples only relevant to each of the essays and the argument. So writing should be of 20 to 20 minutes. Proofreading must be done 5 to 7 minutes. Under proofreading, you identify your grammar mistakes and everything. Okay. Yeah, streamline wordy phrases. Streamline wordy phrases in essence. What is a streamline wordy phrases? So whatever the issue they give, you need to just rephrase it. Okay, you need to first in the introduction phase, just imagine whatever I'm saying. I'll just take you to the actual screen. Okay, these are just points. I want to make sure you see them and understand them. Okay, so the first introduction will be the main short and sweet, such that it will be a catchy and attractive. I won't say catchy and attractive, make it as simple as possible. Not writing something like what you can say Shakespeare or anyone. Don't think that way. Make sure that you give your idea properly and use proper opening. Okay. And don't, these are the don'ts which you should not do, using of jargon, slang, colloquials. Okay. And passive voice. You should not use passive voice. Like something you are being told already, which is being done. The action is completed in the past. That means you are not in that. The subject should not be in an implied action. It should be in the forward direction action, which you are doing now. Use unclear pronoun reference. So you should not use an unclear pronoun reference. Like before you say Rama was killed, again you say like Ravan, something other topic. If you go like Ravan was so and so, and you discuss there he or she, who he or she will refer. Like you discuss Rama killed Ravan. Ravan was great devotee of Lord Shiva. Now you write some sentences regarding that, and you say he or she. Who that he or she will refer. That you make sense more. Okay, because that must be understandable to the evaluator. Okay. And this is one of the example. I'll come back to this. We don't need that now. Okay. And these are the main points which I want you to see. Take the issue apart, use a scratch paper. Both sides of the issue you need to go through and think the reasons and examples, and write your own introduction and outline your own thoughts. Conclusion should be your summarization again. Middle paragraphs must be very strong of your agreement or disagreement. I told you proofreading. You need to check your typo errors and paragraph divisions in spelling, grammar at the last, even capitalization. Okay, don't over implicate your writing. Don't worry about whether or not your position is correct or not. Think about the issue from different perspectives. Like different perspectives can be taken as from your perspective, from any other place where you stay in the political issue, where it can be a spiritual issue. Go into everything and think in that way also. Okay. And this is the argument issue which I'm talking. You'll be given like this. Okay. An argument will be given. You need to analyze the argument 1 second. I'll just share my screen. Yes. So, see, the top 6 GRE argument essay strategies are given over here. I'll just see the tips. Okay, what are the tips given for you? Disagree with the argument. Argument is the thing like, I can show you the argument as. Just 1 second. Give me some time such that I'll. Yes, could you see my screen? Hello? Is the screen visible now? Yes. So we are going to talk about this, okay? Exactly, we are going to talk about this. Yes, my main focus will be this one. See, sample issue essay prompts. That means these are the only 4 formats which are going to ask. Like, see, issue will be given like this, the first 2 lines in your examination of GRE. Then the task will be given, what you need to do. This task instructions must be followed. Understand, you need to go according to this task instruction only. Analyzing these 2 lines of issue only. This is a issue, this is a problem given to you. Not every time you are asked to give the solutions, but you are asked to give your feelings. Okay, your opinions are welcomed in the issue essay. Okay, so here, for example, the issue is given as, you can also read along with me as it is mute only. You can read from the screens. One should not expect respect for disregarding the opinions of others only when every point of view is taken into consideration should people take action. See, until and unless you understand the issue, please keep rereading the issue until and unless you get the main point. So I'm reading it once again. Please concentrate such that what you can understand, you can type in the chat box. One should not expect respect for disregarding the opinions of others only when, okay, this I'll break it into the pieces. Okay, the first sentence I'll consider. One should not expect respect for disregarding the opinions of others. Yes, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Yes, I do agree. I do even partially, I can say, see, here you can place your position partially agreement, partially disagreement, or total agreement, or total disagreement. You can make strongly agree, strongly disagree, partial disagree. Now ask yourself whether you agree with that opinion or not. One should not expect respect for disregarding the opinions of others. See, I say definitely I have 2 of my perspectives. Why I'm disregarding? If you're disregarding or if you're disagreeing, you have 2 of the reasons or 2 or more examples. Yes or no? 2 or more examples of disagreement. If you're agreeing, you have the same balanced even for this, like you have many examples, or you even have many of the things what you need to think. Like I want to say that, for example, for this first situation issue you have. Okay, so what is that they are giving over here? The truthful scenario, yes or no, that will happen in your daily life. Like a teacher and student is taken. Okay, for example, in my perspective, why I say that always I expect a respect, because it is saying that one should not expect respect for disregarding the opinions of others. Yes or no? That means you should not always disregard other opinions. You need to give respect for other opinions. They are saying, but you should not expect respect, it says. That means I totally disagree with the statement. I disagree with the statement. Why am I disagreeing now? Why am I disagreeing? Because I have a solid reason of example. This is what you are going to explain. Understand, students? You will explain in your essay. This is how. So first you need to analyze the issue. So whether you agree, you disagree, you mostly disagree, or mostly agree, partially disagree. So depending on that, now I'm saying I'm disagreeing. Why am I disagreeing? Because whenever you take a teacher and a student, what happens between a teacher and student generally? what happens between a teacher and student? Always the teacher thinks that he or she or their students or her students or particular teacher students should always follow her own opinion only. That means following the teacher's opinion is giving directly, indirectly respect to the teacher. That means I am expecting respect. For example, I am a teacher. Any student is there. For example, that student, in order to get good marks, I know what is the path to go. Yes or no? I know what is the exact way for that student to lead his life or to go in the academics or to go in any way. I have to definitely teach him. That means he need to listen to me. That means he need to listen to me in the sense he need to understand me and go according my followings only, my teachings only, my opinion only. He need to respect me. Because I say, go home today and do mathematics page number 127 statistics problem. Go do it today itself. If he does, he's respecting me. Definitely I expect that respect as a teacher. Yes or no? So if I see in this perspective, in this point of view, I disagree with the statement. I disagree with the statement. So can now you think where you can agree with the statement? I told you can even partially agree and disagree, but yes, to this it is possible to go with partial agreement and partial disagreement also. But think of now where you can generally agree. Take a while here, stop or pause and answer yourself. Okay. So here we go. So whenever I take a friends, okay, now think that Surya sir and I am best friends. Okay, if you are planning to a trip, even anyone of you, think, assume you, I can't take everybody names, so assume yourself. So if we are planning for a trip, you all are easy family planning for a trip. So then now Surya sir has one opinion, I have one opinion, and you others have your own perspective opinions for going to a trip. Because you may think to go to Himalayas now, but irrespective of the pandemic situation, now I'm talking, irrespective of this COVID situation, if we are free, like if we are as usual, we were discussing about a trip. So suddenly we are all of same age, you think, okay, or you think your own friends, or imagine your own peers, okay, such that everybody are of equal age. Now disregarding the opinions and giving respect is not possible here. Not respect others because all of you are same age. That means if I say that I say Prashant says that I want to go to Akshardham temple, okay, that is my tour. But Surya sir may or may not agree because he says that I love riding the bike on the valleys of Kashmir. We'll go there. So sir may say that, or one other others may say other. But here I need to respect everyone and take their everyone's opinion exactly. If you don't do in that way, definitely you will disagree. Okay, you will disagree. That means you are agreeing. You are not. You're expecting respect here. Yes or no? You're expecting respect and you're not disregarding the opinions of others. Am I disregarding Surya sir? Am I disregarding XYZ? No. We are not disagreeing or disregarding their opinions. We need to respect everyone. We need to give equal importance. So this is the main issue, students. I want to just say, now read this task also along with me. After analyzing this issue, I made one agreement, one disagreement. Even for you students, it may be like partial agreement and partial disagreement also. Please go through it. Now, as far as concerned, we'll go through the task. Okay. So write a response in which you discuss the extent to which you agree or disagree with the statement and explain your reasoning for the position you take. In developing and supporting your position, you should consider ways in which the statement might or might not hold true and explain how these considerations shape your position. So here clearly he's saying that discuss the extent to which you agree or disagree. Yes, if you are agreeing, go with the agreeing point and explain your own reasoning, okay, for the position or for the stand you have taken, why you have taken agreeing, why you have taken disagreeing. If so, you're neutral, why are you saying it as a neutral? You need to explain, okay, that explanation after the first introduction, okay, after the first introduction, intro one should be like the first para, intro one should be The rephrasement, paraphrasing, rephrasing. Okay, paraphrase means the indirect way of this you need to mention in your introduction. Okay, as per this, how you can paraphrase this? How you can paraphrase this? One should not expect respect for disregarding the opinions of others. Only when every point of view is taken into consideration should people take action. How you will paraphrase it? You need to just give the same meaning, but just change the wordings. Wordy phrases. Just now we have seen in the PPT, right? Wordy phrases should be changed. Like I can say that expecting respect, but not changing other opinions or giving respect to other opinions is important. And you can start your opening and say why it is, because I will explain it in the 3 reasons. I'll explain it with the 3 examples, and state your example 1 in the second paragraph, example 2 in the second paragraph, example 3 if possible only in the third paragraph. It is optional. Okay, and then go for a conclusion at the last. And conclusion, don't include any new points. Okay, don't say again any new point. Whatever you have introduced, say it in the same in the last also. Whatever you are saying in the introduction, same must be done in the conclusion also. So here, in developing and supporting a position, consider ways in which the statement might or might not hold true. Might or might not hold true can be, yes, your partial agreement, and explain how these considerations shape your position. That means you need to give your solid reason example, solid claims. Okay, understood? Now, even you can look out for this. Even you can look out for the second one. An idea alone, no matter how great, is meaningless unless it is put into practice. Yes or no? Do you agree with that? Yes. Some may agree, some may disagree. And it is not the point of agreement, but understand the main essence of idea over there. An idea alone, no matter how great, is meaningless unless it is put into practice. So if you are not practicing and saying others, this is the idea you need to follow, it doesn't happen. Okay, it doesn't happen. Here it is a different word phrase. If you read the sentence, write a response in which you discuss the extent to which you agree or disagree with the claim. Claim in the sense, what is a claim? Claim is a fact, just now I told you, which we have to which we question. When we question a claim, we should get an answer in the form of an evidence. Okay, or when you question evidence, you should get the answer of a claim. Clear? So claim is the one which is a fact. Like, does sun rise in the east, or east is the direction which sun is rising, or due to the earth is round, such that due to the Copernicus theory, first he told that sun is in the middle and all are earth is in the middle and all are rotating around the earth. But later on, after some time, we have got to know that yes, sun is in the middle and all the planets are rotating. Now here, sun is in the middle. That means if sun is east to the earth, west to the earth, it doesn't matter. But we have made it a proposal that wherever the sun rises is the east direction. So in that way also, you need to understand this particular statement. Okay. So meaningless unless it is put into practice. So challenge your position, he's saying. What is your position now? What is the position? Whether you agree, so you need to write disagreement. If you disagree, you need to write agreement. Clear? For example, an idea alone, no matter how great. That means, for example, tell me an idea which is suitable for us. Like during this COVID pandemic situation, everybody are suggested that to sanitize and put your face mask and everything. Okay. So unless and until how great the idea is, if you don't put into practice, daily practice, so that is meaningless. Yes or no? In my view. So at that time, I am saying that I agree. So if you agree here, you need to write your essay regarding the disagreement, because he's asking the examples that are used to challenge your position. Yes, students, in the same way, the third one also you can see. Third one, it is same like your general essay only. Nothing extra is being told there. Second one is only little bit of confusing. Third one is nothing like, if you look at your write a response in which you discuss the extent, agree or disagree, explain reasoning for the position you take in developing and supporting your position, describe specific circumstances. So what are the circumstances you will describe here? What do you mean by circumstances? That is a word you need to go through. And also recommendation, in which the adopting recommendation. Recommendation is nothing but a suggestion or an advice. Okay, I'll give you an advice. See, please daily wear a mask. Okay, daily wear a mask of so and so. Like we have excuse me, we have the mask like N95 mask or something, I don't know, the surgical mask or anyone, the cloth mask. So I suggest you that you put always this N95 brand mask, such that it is very what you can say, protective, and it is very shielding kind of thing. So I always suggest you and recommend you. So that recommendation really will be advantageous to you. It may work out, it may be not work out. Okay, it may work out or it may not work out for you. Yes or no? So in the same way here, circumstances means the scenarios. That is what may work out, may not work out, in the sense it may be good for you, it may be bad for you. But I am just advising. Advice you need to follow. You need to follow. After that you will know. Okay, after that you will know what happens. But accordingly, you'll have two situations here. Okay, and this one, last one, you're free to express your own experiences, your family, your friends, and your background, and your what you can say, deep observations you can express over here. It is your personal experience essay. Okay, the last one. Now we'll go back to the PPT. This is all about the issue, guys. Okay, issue. Yes. So what are the tips we will discuss? How to do? So first, for writing the issue. This is for writing the issue. What are the tips? Okay. Can you see my screen, everyone? These are the tips for writing the. Yes, these are the tips for the particular essay. So first, you need to disagree with the argument. Okay, disagree with the argument. What you can see here, argument essay gets its name not only from the fact that you must analyze an argument, but also because you must provide your own argument. How well you are able to make this argument depends on how well you are able to break down the assumptions of the argument prompts. Here are some of the tips for creating a compelling argument. So first, disagree with the argument they are saying. Then later on, the second, balance the number of fallacies you work with. What are these fallacies? The examples, okay? The main logical examples that you need to balance. Balance in the sense, writing more criticism, detracting your author doesn't make any sense. Okay, and brainstorm and outline the essay, whatever you want to write. Then make your introduction very sweet and short. Later on, see, I can sum up and give you in this way. Introduction can be like your XYZ, where you want to write what are the reasons that your argument is true or false, whether the argument is agreeing with the claim or evidence. See, claims and evidences are nothing but evidence is the support or the proof of the claim, which you find in the sentence only. Or you can support the evidences. You can give the supporting evidences, okay, in your issue essay. If an issue is raised, if a problem is raised, if you want to generally agree with it, give supporting ideas for it, give supporting examples. Clear? So if you tips short and sweet, don't waste time on this. Your introduction, see, some of my writers feel that, some of my students feel that always this introduction should be like attractive, and they waste time over there. See, even the ETS is the one which is conducting this GRE exam. Under that, the section 1 is given only 30 minutes. Even the ETS evaluator or the GRE evaluator knows that you are given only 30 minutes. Out of that, how he will plan and how he will do, he'll estimate. Yes or no? You are not supposed to do an extreme work. Whatever it comes to your mind, put it very simple. Don't get confused during the time of the examination. Okay, whatever you are presenting, be confident in it and present it with your novel ideas, and don't get stuck anywhere. And the body paragraphs, if you write 2 to 3, those are very great. And you need to point out the unstated assumptions. So in the argument essay, I'm saying perfectly, in the argument essay, this should be done. In the argument essay, you should not agree or disagree or state your agreement. In the argument essay, you should not give your opinion at all. Please make a note of this, students. Argument essay, already he will give some essay scenario. According to that, you need to agree or disagree only. Okay. So briefly summarize, don't introduce in the conclusion any new points. So this is how know the topics. General topics of the GRE will be from education, technology, cities, arts. So just now we have seen that is the first issue. What it is from? That is regarding the respecting and disrespecting. It is generally like it comes under philosophy. Okay, philosophy. And even the second one, if you see the ideas and everything, it comes under even philosophy. Even you can, when you log into the portal of ETS, you'll have 150 such questions. Okay, 150 such questions, 150 such issues and arguments which are given priorly. From that only you're going to ask, more or less. So for a teacher, whenever he leaks a question paper, he expects something very good. Yes or no? Already the question paper is leaked. That means you need to do very great. For example, if I give this response which is given over here, and I give you 2 days of time, definitely I expect something great from you. Yes or no? Always after from these topics only you will get the essay. After that you need to read these directions. Like if they ask you to challenge your position, you need to challenge, disagree, agree. Here whenever you see the circumstances and recommendation I've discussed just now, okay, whether that will shape your position or not, you need to analyze and write accordingly. Okay, disagree with the recommendation or agree. Recommendation in the sense, here the circumstances, the scenarios, the 2 scenarios which I've told you. Manage the time well. And many of my students do this. Always they don't put what you can say, they don't put an eye on the timer. Timer will run off. It never stops for you. Time and tide will never wait for you until and unless you are done. So please put an eye on the timer also. Timer will run off. Okay, so timer will run off. Hence within 20 minutes you need to done. After 10 to 5 minutes you need to rephrase, you need to proofread, write as much as you can and come up with pros and cons statements. Choose a side. Definitely in the issue essay you can choose a side. I told you, agreement or disagreement. Relate all examples and reasoning back your thesis. Your thesis in the sense, your conclusion, your claim, your evidences should be of one only. In your conclusion, you should not give, see in intro you write that this essay is so and so, it is very like this author is giving so and so in perception, and your example will be 1, 2, 3 examples will be there which are stating agreement. Okay, I agree. See if there is like this, I'm talking about issue only, guys. I didn't go to argument now. I'm talking about issue only. See if there is yes, issue like this. Some people believe that most important qualities of an effective teacher are understanding and empathy. Others believe that it is more important for teachers to be rigorous and demanding in their expectations for students. He's asking us to write a response which explains the reasoning for the position, and also we need to support our position in addressing both the views. See, we discussed 3 to 4 questions, right? That recommendation was there, challenging your position, you can give your views, yes or no. But here that is not the case. You need to give both your views. That means if you are opposing, if you are not opposing, if you are agreeing with the statement, why are you agreeing? If you are disagreeing, why are you disagreeing? That need to be mentioned. Like some people believe that most important qualities, like effective teacher should always should not scold them, should not always beat them or shout at them, always should be friendly, like that. Okay, why you think that? Give that some reasons, okay, for that. So here, claims and reasons. To understand what I'm talking, claims and reasons, you can look over these sentences. Claim is nothing but universities. Here I'm just making you to understand what are these claims. Reasons in the sense, are the evidences or supporting statements. Claim in the sense, universities should place a limit on how many classes a student can enroll in during a given academic term. This is an example, students, I'm going through. See, students, especially those who are in the early years of university schooling, frequently overestimate the amount of coursework they can commit to. That means, what do you understand? Universities should place a limit on how many classes a student can enroll in during a given academic term. In one academic term, a student should be given a limit, like how many subjects he or she has to take. That is a claim or fact which is given. But for that, why is the reason? What is the evidence? What is the supporting statement? In our essay, we need to always include supporting statements, references, reasons. These are the things you need to support. Like what I can give the reason, students, especially those who are in their early years of university schooling, frequently overestimate the amount of coursework they can commit to. Like before going to the course itself, if I choose artificial intelligence as my course, I think that, okay, I'll do that thing, I'll do this thing. but later on you need to think that the overestimation is not the good criteria. You need to think how what is your capacity, how much you can understand, how much you can learn, then you need to go. Okay, that is the evidence. Even you can look at some of them here. Okay, happiness comes through seeking out new and different experiences. That is a claim or fact given here. What is the reason or the evidence or the supporting statement given here? People have a natural desire to learn and explore. Okay, it is a supporting statement. For example, if you ask me what is my happiness is like indulging in these activities of sharing what I know should all the people know. It gives me happiness. Okay, it is my own experience. You have different own experience. That is the reason they say that people have a natural desire to learn and explore. Okay, seeking out new and different experience. For that you are supporting this. Clear? Now I'll quickly go into what are the do's and don'ts for issue and argument. Okay, see, generally guys, mainly today I'm focusing my agenda. I'm saying again till now what I said. I'll just summarize. If you have any doubts, I'll give you after the summarization. Please listen again. See, in this summary, generally we have started with the agenda of 2 essays. Like under the GRE, which is graduate record examination, which you are going to write. You have to Google it if you don't know. And you have 2 sections, each 30 minutes, okay, which is a timer. And don't think that for the first issue I have 30 minutes, for argument I have 30 minutes, these 2 I have 30 minutes. Such that don't think that if I write very fastly the issue within 25 minutes, the 5 minutes will be added to argument. It is not like that. Even if you save some time in the argument, that will be added to here. It is really a myth. That doesn't happen. 30 minutes you need to spend here, 30 minutes you need to spend here. The timer will not stay for you or give you an extra time, okay, or it won't give you a boon like thing of extra time. Okay, so in the issue and argument, issue generally you have to agree, disagree. Okay, in the argument you are not taking any side, but you will just strengthen or weaken according to the claims and evidences. For understanding claims and evidences, I will do one more session, but before that you need to understand the sampling pattern and planning pattern, causality pattern, analogy pattern. If you are perfect with these patterns, generally you will do very 100%. You will give you 100% in the argument essay. But in the issue essay, you just need to know what are the evidences and claims, whether you agree with the position, whether you disagree. See, you can clearly see here. You can state your opinion. You can state your feelings here. But here you cannot give a side. In the you should not take a side. Sorry, this is not issue. No taking a side in issue. It is not for issue, ma. It is argument. It is an argument. I'll just edit it. It is argument. Okay. It is in the argument. For issue, you can take a side. Okay. It is in the argument. No taking a side in argument. And here, agree or disagree can be done, even partial agreement, neutrality. Stand by your side, even possibly partial agreement and disagreement, if according to the question. I told you if according to the question means generally he has both. Just now we have seen in one question, right? Both under this. Both of the views you need to present. That means you can disagree. You have to, not can, you have to disagree and agree even. Okay. And if you agree, give your supporting ideas and vice versa. If you disagree, give your supporting ideas. So articulate your own thoughts and feeling and point of view. POV is nothing but your point of view. And mainly, don't think that if you write a very long essay, you will get a greater mark or a greater pointer of 5 or 6. Don't expect that. And if you give more supporting ideas, more paras, don't expect. Because if you're writing more, you will generally make any grammatical mistakes. Okay. Take only one side, or in the issue I'm saying generally take only agreement or disagreement. If you strongly disagree or mostly agree, mostly disagree, strongly disagree, these are the 4 cases. Go accordingly and choose the examples which are relevant to your question only. For example, in the first question we have seen before, which have been stated regarding the teacher and student relationship, where you're disrespecting you. The teacher expects definitely the respect, so you're disagreeing with that statement. So you can go with that scenario or example with one para. After the introduction, the second para will be of that your example of the disagreement. Next will be of agreement, and you will say in that for the friendship, okay, among the friends. Not only these two, you'll have plenty of real-time examples. Okay, so for this, in order to not to get confused on your exam day, on the D-Day, please go and check out your ETS website. You'll have many questions, plenty of questions. For that, please find out the examples priorly. What you want to state the examples. You'll find the general real-time examples many. Okay, so here determining the strengths and weaknesses is a main criteria for argument. You should not agree. Never do agreement or disagreement. Don't assess the value or truthfulness of the argument. You are not expected. Yes, students, please listen to me. See, for this kind of thing, you're not expected to give your true value. I'm saying that you're not expected to give your true value. One second. That means, why am I saying that? Because you're not expected to give your true value. Because, see, look at here. You're not expected to give your true value. For example, yes, if there is like this, I'm asking you to write upon dog, or a statement is given. Okay, a statement is given. All dogs are helpful. All dogs are helpful and faithful to the humans. Okay, full stop. Orion is the dog. Orion is a dog with same behavior. Same behavior. Now this is the issue you take, guys. For example, this is an issue. Are you getting, guys? All the dogs are helpful and faithful to the humans. Orion is a dog with same behavior. You need to write the issue now according to this. So how you will develop your issue? First, you will write the intro. Okay. Then you will make your body paragraph 1. Okay. Then body paragraph 2. Depending upon your examples, even optional this body paragraph 3. Okay. This is an optional. This is an optional, and at last you will conclude by giving your conclusion. Okay, now in this intro you will write some points in BP1. For example, if you are writing like this, okay, take this one again, otherwise I'll explain here. So if you are writing for the BP points like this, I'll take new one otherwise. So if you are writing in this way, guys, like what? Dog is a faithful animal. Dog guards. I'm sorry. Dog guards and protects us from enemies. Okay, and like that. Some points like dog is helpful. And dog is omnivore. Like this, if you are writing, guys, definitely you will get 0 score. Understand? You are given 0 score. Why? Because the issue is not asking you about what is a dog. They are not expecting to prove that dog is faithful. They are not expecting the truthful of the dog. You need to understand why dog. You need to compare with other animals like tiger or anything. Why dog is doing that? You need to compare and contrast your examples. If you write like this kind of thing, definitely don't expect a good score in the GRE of the first issue section. Understand? You are not expected to provide any truthful characteristics, truthfulness of the argument. You are not going to deal, and you are asking to assess the breakdown of an argument in terms of logic or structures without providing your own thoughts. You should not provide any own thoughts in the argument. Whereas in the issue also, if you are going to write like this kind of thing, it's not like that. Already the issue is given, like they are only saying the dog is very faithful and helpful. It is a given question. It is generally everywhere acceptable. Okay, but the Orion is the thing you need to understand. Orion is a dog with same behavior. That means all dogs, all the Orions, I mean to say is all the dogs are having the same behavior. This is a conclusion I can draw. So depending on that conclusion, now you need to frame your sentences. So that is what we are going to do here. So are there any doubts? After that, I'll just wind it up. Are there any doubts, guys? Yes, any doubts till now? Any doubts, guys? I'm not getting where I've gone actually. Yes, are there any doubts, guys? Hello. Are there any doubts? See, I can understand, guys. This is not for 1 day session. This is not a half an hour session or 1 hour session. For definitely whoever are preparing for GRE consistently and constantly, expecting a great thing or great score or 4 to 6, it should be really a great session for you. Like enjoying. That means you need to definitely analyze what is an claim, what is an evidence, what is an argument. You need to go through this, understand. You may feel like it is what is that confusing kind of thing, but don't ever do that. Don't get confused anywhere. Okay, be stringent with your points correctly. So thank you, Supriya ma'am and Jayachandrika ma'am. I'll go forward. Okay, with one last example of issue and we will conclude. Clear? Then if you have any doubts, we'll see. Now let me go through. One second, guys. See, even you will get many more essays in your GRE. See, this is one of the topic which is given. The best ideas arise from, see, the best, I'm sorry guys. Yes, here is the main idea, okay. The best ideas rise from the passionate interest in commonplace things. So from this example, what you will agree or disagree and what are your supporting statements? Please think of or write somewhere now itself, such that you will get a really a great glance. The best ideas arise from a passionate interest in commonplace things. Here the three key phrases you need to understand is best ideas, passionate, commonplace. If you understand these words, you'll definitely make your position and you'll definitely make your statement. You'll definitely agree and support your statements. What is this best idea, passionate interest? What do you mean by passionate interest? It is nothing but something you badly needed. Passion means you have something extreme. Okay, passionate. Excuse me, guys. Passionate in the sense something you need very badly, like you are craving for it. Okay, you're craving for it. So for this a student has developed already. This is a score 6. Okay, score 6 issue response is in this way. This is not written by me, but it is given by ETS. See how the wordings and how the starting is. Passion is clearly necessary for a truly great idea to take hold among a people. Passion either on the part of the original thinker and audience. So he's talking about this commonplace thing and everything in the given. And how he's stating, this is all the introduction. He made the introduction very big in the starting itself. And this is how he's talking with the point of Big Bang cosmology. Okay, he's talking about the Newton and Galileo and Darwin theory. How they are related to the passion and interest, anyone? Commonplace thing and passion and interest. What this guy want to say exactly is, he want to focus that, see, the things that happen to these scientists. For example, if you take Isaac Newton, Sir Isaac Newton, whenever he's sitting under an apple tree, apple just fallen upon him. So if I were in his case, really did I do that kind of, what I can say, experiments, like really did I evolve like Sir? Like if and only if I have a maximum passion upon the scientific principles and the theories and the hypothesis, then only I would do in that way. Otherwise, it is not a commonplace for me. Like if I am interested, that doesn't mean that if I'm interested, that doesn't mean that you get uncommon things. Understood? Are you getting me? That means the passionate and the interest will happen in the commonplace things. It can be commonplace, it can be anything, like it can be even uncommon thing. We didn't expect that the ideas will come from a comfortable zone only. That is the main idea of this. Okay, ideas can come from anywhere, from anyone. I may be thinking different way according the if you give me the situation of Orwelli, Wilbur and Wright brothers who invented the aeroplane, I may not be that much what is that mechanically I'm not that much able to think of the birds flying. Why can't humans fly in that way? I can't develop if you give me, because I may not thinking as of him. Okay, so ideas should have some passion, but that must be a commonplace. Okay, so that is what it is saying. And finally, 1 second. Yes, this one, if you see, you'll understand very clearly till now what I have said. Okay, as more, this is a sample, one more issue task which is given. As more as people rely more and more on technology to solve problems, the ability of humans to think for themselves will surely deteriorate. Deteriorate means will reduce, will be into pain, something like that. Will suffer some extreme pains or something like always they are dependent on technology. So what can you draw here? They are asking again your position, shape your position and agree or disagree. So what can you draw? In my view, I say that yes, I partially agree and partially disagree, because technology did not ruin our lives. Because of technology only, I'm taking and I'm interacting with you students now, and I'm interacting successfully with you because of this technology only. I'm not ruinating my knowledge or my thought of expression. Yes or no? We are all connected through social media. We are all connected through one connectivity. Yes or no? Through one network. So this is all because of technology. Even we can talk with others, our family, friends, anywhere. This is all due to technology. Not one. We have many luxuries. Even the car, mobile, everything you consider. Those are all created by humans. But you may say that the invented only human can improve himself. What about the others? Yes, if you think in that way, that becomes a disagree statement. Even you can disagree in this way, like technology makes us not exactly lethargic. Lethargic can be given in your example statements, like example 1, 2. In the introduction, you can give us, it is like makes people lazy, because due to this new technology, all the nicetizers and whatever the grinders, everything, they're making human life very easy. Yes or no? So I can't go with that. I partially agree and disagree. So this is how the topic is being given, guys. I'm scrolling down to the 6 score response. How did he write? Okay, the 6 score response. How did he start actually, and everything? Because if we read such type of things only, I say you guys practice, 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 practice. Read a lot, read a lot. Okay, if you can see, this is a essay response score 3. That means score 3 is given for that particular technology kind of issue. Surveys are created to speak for the people. However, surveys do not always speak for the whole community regarding something he's saying. And even you have a one response. Give me a moment. I came into an argument actually. That is not into argument. A 6 student response will be present. One second, guys. Give me a moment. I just lost it. 6 student response will be given actually, but where it is, I don't know. Just now we have seen, right? Okay, leave it, guys. I'll just show it in the PPT. I have it. Okay, we'll go through the PPT once. See, this is a argument which is given. Argument till now I didn't discuss one argument question. The argument will be like this. Nowhere it is like 2 lines or 3 lines as an issue. Always something which is given priorly. In survey, Mason City residents rank water sports, swimming, boating and fishing among the favorite recreational activities. Mason River flowing through the city is rarely used for these pursuits. However, the city park department devotes little of its budget to maintaining riverside recreational facilities. For years, there have been complaints from residents about the quality of river water and river smell. Please make a note of this: river water and river smell. And in response, the state has recently announced plans to clean up Mason River, and use of the river for water sports is therefore sure to increase. City government should devote more money for this year budget. Something is being explained. Okay, did you understand? Something, it is being said that Mason River is polluted, that it is to be cleaned. So in this argument, this is argument, not issue, it is an argument. And this particular argument, what happens is you are expected to find out the assumptions, unstated assumptions. What did the author assume? By writing this paragraph or giving us this statement, what did he assume and write? Okay, if we check out perfectly, what we understand is the river is mainly made for, it is assumed. Okay, it is one of my assumption. I'm making a note of it here. So regarding that, this assumption is made by the author. So what it is made is assumption 1. There are some summer vacations. For that, the river is being cleaned. Okay, can I understand? River is being cleaned for that reason. Yes or no? There are some summer vacations where children need to enjoy. That is the reason the Mason City river water for swimming and boating and fishing. They said here, right? Recreational activities. Yes or no? So what are the recreational activities? Something like swimming, fishing, boating, all these activities. For that reason, are they cleaning the city, or they are cleaning for this river water or river smell? Okay. And even I have one more. You'll find not only 1 or 2 assumptions or 1 or 2 unstated assumptions. There'll be some points list in the sense some 10 to 15 you can find out. From that, only take 2 and just write a response to this. Okay, write a response that you will not agree with this statement. Clear? See here, this is a response which is given by 6 score student. He's telling that author implies that the resident do not use the river water for swimming, boating and fishing, despite the water is polluted and smelly. While a polluted, smelly river would likely have to, current state it is not effectively made and concrete between the connections. See what he is saying exactly in this essay is, they won't use that water. If that is polluted, they won't use that water. But for the recreational activities like swimming, boating, fishing, they need to definitely use. And building upon the implication, the residents do not use a river due to the quality of river water and the smell. Okay, and suggest river cleanup will result. Also, they can get it for the drinking water if they clean up the river. Also, they can get it for the different activities of recreational activities. Yes or no? And also, there is an unstated assumption. To strengthen, we can give all this. Okay, only in the argument we can strengthen and we can weaken. In the conclusion, he's saying a clean, beautiful, safe river often adds to a city property values, leads to increased tourism. Yes, see, they are indirectly saying that it is to be done. The river recreational works, all these they kept aside now. They're not bothering about the recreational work and everything, but they are talking about the public tourism. That means they are forcefully, they need the river to be clean, but they are not saying directly. Okay, that is what you are strengthening with this conclusion. A clean, beautiful, safe river often adds to a city's property values, leads to increased tourism. That means public tourism will increase. Even it will have a boating facility, fishing facility. Also, it will improve in the riverside recreational facilities. Okay. And at last, he says that, however, the author's argument is not likely significantly persuading the city government to allocate increased funding. He's saying that even though all of this is there, but he's not allowing the author government to put more funding. Okay, and moreover, if you observe in this, he used more linkage situations. I told you cohesion, right? Using these words only in general essay, normal essay, in any essay, you need to use these words like while. Okay, That may be true. It is easy to understand. Okay, and commas, punctuations. If you find, for example, for instance, illustrative examples. Okay, additionally, however, though, these are all the words you need to understand. Here you can see here, however, okay, however, and if the water, clean up. These are the words. Consequently, okay, consequently, these are the words you need to understand properly. So these are the do's and don'ts I told you. Again, even in the introduction topic, rephrase and paraphrase, I told you, state your agreement or disagreement. In the body, you'll agree, disagree, write some effective examples. In the conclusion, summarize, take only 20 to 23 minutes to write the essay I told you before, and other 5 minutes will be at least for replay or revisit, because we are human beings, we make mistakes. Okay, and do not write the characteristics. I told you, right, dog is so faithful animal, dog has 2 eyes. Don't write all those bakwas. Okay, so definitely it should be like, if you are expecting 6, instead give more info and convince the author. Okay, do not deviate from the topic. If you deviate from the topic, already I've shown you, you'll get a penalty of 1 mark only if you're deviating. And don't prove yourself by giving proofs. You're not stating anything to prove over there, but give any interesting facts, illustrate with proper examples. Clear? Always a issue essay requires your opinions about the given prompt. Prompt in the sense the question or the issue question. Whereas the argument essay requires you to validate the authenticity. That means already they will give the situation. This Mason River Sun situation is given. Whether is it valid or not? Why are they expecting the recreational activities? You need to check out for that. Okay, that is the argument, and you need to interfere. Understand? And tips for the argument: identify your assumption and logical fallacies. Logical fallacies nothing but your unstated assumptions. Okay, never agree with the argument in the argument itself. Choose your examples carefully. These are for argument. These are for issue. Already I told you, manage your time, choose a side perfectly, and give your side with suitable examples, such that your side will have a greater effective adaptability and readability for the evaluator. Okay, as I told you already, one more thing, that always there will be a what is that, a human grader as well as a E grader. Human grader and E grader. Okay, human grader and a E grader is there. If a E grader is giving 6 of 6, okay, if it is giving you a 6 pointer, 6 out of 6 is given to you, and the human will give you, definitely he need to give 5.5 or 5. Definitely, in the sense, that means the system found there is no flaw, it is perfect, the structure is proper. Okay, they won't give as if. Understood? Your structure must be good, and your punctuations, okay, your punctuations must be good, and your passive voice, sorry, you need to use your active voice here, not passive voice. Active voice must be there, and your conclusion, your linkage, your cohesion, all this comes. You can even log into the ETS website and check out for scoring 6 what are the main points. Okay, they will say the points even. So 1 second, guys. I'll just show you one more PPT. So yes, this is a thing where you can see that, yes, this is what I'm saying. The score 6 essay will be like this. Okay, and you'll have some comments on that, why it is like that, why it is so like that, everything. So even here, just I was discussing, right, about this issue. What was the issue previously we were discussing? Yeah, this one. The main best ideas arise from passionate interest in the commonplace things. So for this, the score 4 guy have told that, score 4 or 5, they told about the basketball, because it is a reason for basketball why they gave, because it is a civilization. The early human at the time, he lived in the caves, and later on, now we were in the luxurious buildings and duplexes, all this. Yes or no? Isn't it or not? That is because I can say that one word, necessity is the mother of invention. Yes or no for this? Necessity is the mother of invention. For example, for the basketball, previously, they used it to play in the fruit balls. like fruit baskets. There were no baskets. If you can see, this 4 guy have written the same thing. Okay, see, to weave a basket. If a person had an abundance food, he needed to transport. They have a weave a basket and everything. Could argue that yes, yes. Here it is. I'm sorry. Yes, here it is. They talked about the woven baskets and everything. If they have the house and shelter, they are thinking about something to do, to earn. Okay. In the same way, necessity is the mother of invention. Even the Einstein, even Thomas Alva Edison, all these can be taken as your ideas and examples. Okay. Ideas and examples will be given. Why? Because Einstein and everyone, how they have persuadedly given their exact how did they lose the 99 times. Thomas Alva Edison lost 999 times. Okay, yes or no? And has won to get the light, to get the electricity bulb. Okay, for the 1000th time. So how did he do? You can put that also. Even I told you, Orwell and Wilbur Wright had a passionate interest in the things have to do with the flight rather than ordinary thing for the sorts of birds who can fly their wings. Okay, they were discussing about that. So these are all nothing but your own ideas should come up. Okay. So even the basketball before, so they were saying here, who invented the basketball hoop or the game of volleyball, they didn't know about that. Now the basketball is having a top and bottom as open. Like if you throw the basketball, they should come. So that was before actually a fruit or a catching ball or anything, which is like closed thing. It was there. Okay. It was like a closed thing. Or even he told like that even you can assume the early humans from then to now, in every technology whatever we see, we are just developing. If we want this, we are thinking about that, we are making an invention, we are making a new kind. Okay, so like that you need to develop. See, even for a 1 mark issue also, I'll show you score one. I want to show you how he wrote. See, the score one is this one. Only he wrote only just one sentence. This topic can be found to be true in many different areas. The best ideas that people have come up with are usually founded be improving commonplace things. For example, in order to prove efficiency, the spelling is wrong. These are the spelling mistakes because those are the direct student recorded things. Okay, student how they wrote in their exam have been pasted here. Efficiency of writing, the typewriter was invented, then following that was a computer was invented. He told the example, but instead if you would have given some more illustrations, how the typewriter was gone, how the Johannes Gutenberg in the year 14th century, 1409, he invented the typewriter. Why did he invent it? For what purpose? If typewriter was not there, what would have happened? The Bible was the very first book. Even till now, if the typewriter was not there, we need to write everything on the leaf, everything on the papers. Yes or no? That if we would have given a greatest insight, it would be a great thing. So with this, students, I would stop my explanation with these few words. And thank you, guys. I welcome you now for any more doubts. It's a long session. Are there any doubts, guys? Please come up with your doubts, guys. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, students, any doubts? PPT not visible. No doubt. Yes, any doubts, you are please welcome. And remember that I'm talking this all about GRE only in the perspective of graduate record examination only, not your general schooling or college essays. Please do make a note of that. Okay, I didn't mention it. Lavanya ma'am, okay, no doubt. Even in the YouTube, I didn't see, sir, if there are any doubts. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. We would end up then. And we'll meet tomorrow even. Hello? Yeah. Yes, yes. Thank you, Supriya ma'am. If there is no doubt, great. If you have any, please ask me. Okay. Jai Chandrika ma'am, thank you. Thank you for your comments. If there are any doubts, please participants, you can type over here. Yes, thank you, Lavanya ma'am. Thank you for your comment. At least one have been replied. That means it's a great thing. At least my job was done. That means at least one understood what is this GRE and about. Thank you. So for in-depth the GRE and about, I didn't explain about it. Actually, I would first introduce that, but I didn't do it. You just go through it, you Google it, you'll understand everything about it. Yes, 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 sure. If someone is fetching something, it's great out of my session because I would be most happy person that something at least useful was done today. Like yes, one insight I forgot, students. Like for the GRE, they may be some of the colleges. Like if you get a 6 pointer, if you get a 6 pointer, depending upon your score, 6 is the highest score. So from 0 to 6, it would be given. From depending upon your own interest of getting this, maximum 4 to 6, it's a grade. But some of the colleges would be choosing on your score basis only. Some colleges will be bothering about the this particular issue and argument, like the first section of this AWA, analytical writing assessment, is the main official name of this. Okay, I need to give that, but I didn't give it. Analytical writing assessment test. This is the very first section in your GRE. So some colleges will see to take to intake of your whenever you admit your fall and spring seats, they'll check out for your particular this thing. Okay, how much is your score? But some colleges will be a combination. Will take your GRE score out of 340. How much did you score? And later they'll see your argument. For PhD, whoever want to PhDs, they definitely need to score a very good 5 and 6. Then only they could get a good colleges, I suppose. Even for masters also, 3.5 to say 3.5 and above is a great score. At least 3.5, I guess it is not a very bad thing or not doing. You are incapable. I guess it's not a very harder thing or a difficult thing. Okay, it's a meager to you, so you can do it. Okay, such that it is some colleges where you will be helpful for that. Yes or no? Yes, thank you, Supriya ma'am. You got information. That means I'm very happy. Yeah, you can even search in the Google and find out what is this GRE about. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for patiently listening. I have taken literally your time. You're spending 1.5 hours approximately. Thank you, everyone, patiently listening to me. Okay. Please understand the main essence of claims and evidences, guys. I didn't explain the sampling pattern. I'm saying you once again, understand the patterns. It is very easy for the argument. For issue, you can do it. It's not a thing. But understand what you meant by a claim, evidence, how to identify claims, evidences, how to give examples. Main thing, how to quote or cite great examples. That is a greater thing. Okay. Thank you, Lavanya ma'am. Thank you so much. It's my privilege actually. I need to thank Surya sir for giving me this opportunity. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, once again, hello, sir, Surya sir, 1 minute. Sorry to interrupt you. Hello, are you listening, sir? Yes. Yeah, the point is that tomorrow, what was the session you told just now? Cyber security, you told it. No, it is actually regarding like cyber security. It is a part of it. We can say it is a subset of it. Cryptography is a main thing I'm dealing. Cryptography. Cryptography. Yeah, that's what I just want to correct it. Yeah, cryptography and network security. Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Even cyber security is same, is one and the same, but it is a subset of the cryptography. Now we are dealing all the things of cyber security. It is a subset. It's a part of cryptography. Yes, sir. Bye everyone. Stay home and stay safe. Eat healthy, guys. Bye. Bye everyone. Have a nice day.